G'day there, we're having a look at a wonderful trap uh, in the Spanish, and we can see how quickly, if you're unfamiliar with what the Spanish opening is in chess, that's an easy one to look on YouTube. So pretty standard Berlin defense so far. Boom. This wonderful little, they call it the fishing pole, because you put the bait, dangle the bait out there, and you're going to smash down the pole, which is the H pole. Yeah, obviously in this first line we're going to have a look at accepting the Greek gift, but obviously you can see all the forces bashing down the pole, the fishing pole. White is just trying to get space, so what do? You just take the space away from the king. Keep that fish in that net. You're going to catch him, and it's all over now. So the computer gives a solution to drag the game on, but a human would resign at this point. So, yep. There we go. And very nice. I'd say it's a very, very nice position. And I call it a nice checkmate. A springtime checkmate. So obviously you don't want to be a guppy. You don't want to take the bait and just give this amazing attack. So what do? How do you actually stop this attack without taking the Greek gift? It's a poison knight. So let's just have a look at it from the start. Just rewind. Alright, now I went through it rather quickly, assuming you know what the Spanish is. Spanish, the Berlin defense, castling's a standard reaction, and instead of actually capturing the knight, what do we do? Do you see it? C3. What's good about that is now your queen can actually magnify its momentum against the target. And so also another thing about C3 is obviously it helps the center push. So black actually exchanges in the center, but that doesn't really slow down the momentum. So we can just see how it's all connect 4 now. Check, take the center pawn, the e pawn. Black drives the queen off. Black's the only one with pawns in the center at the moment, so there's a little bit of a pawn mass there. But you want to keep the queen pinning that, pressuring that e pawn, and you don't want to retreat away and minimize the pressure. And you've got to be aware when you do move the queen to any sort of negative alignments. Can you that light square bishop hurt you with aligning your queen to the rook? So yeah, now once you get rid of that knight, you've got you've got the ability to capture with the exchange. And once the queen is lopped off, the attack is pretty dud. And the knight is just trying to find a safe spot. And F4, a very important freeing move. Now you want to actually think about it. The pawn structure is totally wrecked. And white's pawn structure is fantastic. Black has 2 isolated pawns and double pawns, isolated islands. So white only has 1 isolated pawn, and we're about to turn that into a pass pawn. And that's just crushing at this point now. The pawn structure is bad. White just needs to make sound moves. The knight can obviously move to F4, but much stronger is to get the king into play. And but F4 is knight F4 is a possibility, but get the king in play. Yeah, don't know what I was thinking. So get the king in play, and There, I've switched Stockfish on, and Stockfish agrees. Get the king in play. I'm glad you agree, Stockfish. And that's what happens when you doubt yourself. So black actually builds pressure. Now, black does have the bishop pair, but white has a crushing advantage, an extra piece, passed pawn, and so Stockfish is just giving us some friendly suggestions here, and I think it's all good. I think it's all good for white. I think it's a winning game with good play. So there you have it. Not to underestimate the bishop pair, of course. So there you have it. That's it. That's the fishing pool trap or pole trap, depending on who you talk to. And I know you're going to really enjoy using that Berlin defense, and using that edge pawn to defend your knight, advanced knight, and using the knight as a bait so you can open up the edge files. It's a classic chess tactic. So as soon as you see them do that and offer you they're not giving you a knight for nothing. Just think about that. I do not trust the Greeks even when they come bearing gifts. Just think about what happened to the Trojans. All right, take care. Bye.